Who the fuck tells you this shit,
Your
man?
grandmother told me that.
Fucking borrow. I don't borrow money. My mom has made investments in me. She's invested. She's a savvy investor. She knows when she's around the right deal.
So how much has she gotten for her $75,000 investment?
It's not, you judge things wrong. It's not how much you've got. It's how much you're going to get. My mom knows that. I'm long-term bonds, baby. I'm Barry long-term bond Sweezy, and I'll hook you up in the long run. She knows that. She believes, and I show her the proof, man. I show her how I'm doing, how our bets are doing, how our investments are doing. She's in the know, man. She's not sitting in the dark broke. She knows what's up.
He's a douchebag, that's what the world's saying. He's a douchebag, here's how you know I ain't playing. He's a douchebag, there was a vote, it's legit. He's a douchebag, bro don't even give a shit.
Jimmy's not too coordinated, so he'd never really make it as a surfer. His gift is in his mind, and so at 16 he left to spread his wings, and he went all over the place. He went all over the world, and he'd send me pictures from Florida, and sometimes when he'd make really a lot of money, he'd be like at a racetrack, and he'd send me a picture with a big wad of money, and he was experiencing life, and he was sharing it with me. Long distance, but he was sharing it with me. He didn't leave me like his father.
Oh yeah, he comes back when he fucking loses all his money and needs to borrow more from his mom. Feel bad for her. Holy shit.
Imagine leaving a small town and traveling the world and making money on bets and learning all the mathematics that go with it and going to the racetracks and all the excitement and winning large amounts of money. How exciting.
Well, so if he's out there winning lots of money, from what I understand, your mother told me that he's, over the past 20 years that he's been a professional gambler, he's borrowed upwards of $75,000 from you?
Well, my mom, she doesn't understand things. I'm sure it's not $75,000. I mean, how the heck would she know?
She's seen your bank accounts and she's seen it over the years. She says it's exactly that much. It's $75,000.
Well, I think she's wrong. But, it's not that he borrowed money from me. See, this is the thing. And my mom's not so as smart as I am, right?
Yeah, he's taking money from his mom all the time. He's blowing it on schemes and scams. And then he fucking crawls back to town in the middle of the night so nobody sees him. And he's gone the next day, pocket full of money.
So he comes back and he'll borrow another $5,000.
No. See, you really have to change your perspective. I mean, he's not borrowing money from me. Jimmy hates that term, and my mother thinks he's borrowing money from me. He's not. I'm an investor. Actually, Jimmy told me the correct term is that I'm bankrolling him as an investor.
Right.
Yeah. So that's not the term, and I think that's why people don't understand what Jimmy's about.
Right. So it's you're not lending him money.
No.
You're bankrolling him.
I'm bankrolling him. We've had some downs. We've had some ups.
Oh, you've had some ups?
Yeah, but then there's downs again.
Right.
But it's that edge thing, He's got that edge, and eventually it pays off.
Yeah.
We've looked at that.
He's told her, he tells her the numbers and the angles that he's playing, so she knows he's out there gambling with the money. She just thinks...
Thinks what? That he's winning? Well, he's coming back and borrowing more money from her. I mean, obviously he's not winning. Obviously he's going through it and being a fucking douchebag.
He's explained to her that it's a long-term thing. He's down.
You know what's going to happen? She's going to be the one laughing, man. All you non-believers, man. She's going to be laughing at all you motherfuckers, man. Especially you, Mr. Daisy, pointing your ass and laughing. It's like you don't believe in me, man.
I'm just talking about what other people have said. All I asked was, did you borrow this money from her?
Borrow? Why you keep using that word?
I asked how much she's gotten from her investment.
And what'd she say?
No, I asked you.
Okay, well, I write shit down, man. I'm a pen and paper guy, so I've got all the notes written down. She's got all the info on how she's doing.
He'll come to our dining room table and lay out all these facts and figures and say, Mom, if you give me the $5,000, this is what can happen. This is what I'll do. Here's my edge here. Here's how we'll do it. And when we get to this amount, we'll invest it in this, that, and the other thing. And sometimes even gambles in sports.
Right.
Yeah, not just the horses or the dogs or things like that. So what's really fun then is he'll say that he's going to bet on a particular team, and I can watch it, and then when it wins, I think back to the plan and how that's going to work. And so I'm not just giving him money.
Right.
In the end, all the naysayers and people that don't understand someone as intelligent and as intuitive as Jimmy will see that he really had a plan.
In the long run, she's going to get paid, son. She's going to be walking in strip clubs making it rain, son. That's how Sweezies do it.
Then in the end, when he hits it big, then it's going to be the life of Riley. I'm going to be, maybe I'll be going around to different places in the world, and I'll send pictures to my friends and family. Who knows? Some people go to the bank and they have RRSPs or things like that. I don't really understand all those banking terms, but I'm investing in my son.
Right.
Yeah.
So some people have their bank,
And some people have their son.
you've got Jimmy.
I got Jimmy.
He's a douchebag. There was a vote, it's legit. He's a douchebag. Bro, don't even give a shit.
It's really hard sometimes for me to understand, but I believe in him. And you know how he's different than Ray, his dad? He comes back.
Right. He comes back. But
Yeah, to be with me and to talk to me and explain everything to me, because he sees me as being a lot smarter.
Right. And comes back, talks to you, explains it to you, and then borrows another.
And I believe in him. Really, when you talk to him and he explains it, it does make sense, but it's a long-term plan.